Hello and welcome. I'm Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX as speculations into the crash in Ahmedabad of an Air India flight headed to London continue to grow. The chairwoman of the National Transportation Safety Board of the United States of America, Jennifer Homendy, has labelled media reports about the investigation as premature and speculative. These comments come amidst various reports from foreign media outlets placing the blame on the pilots of the ill-fated flights, despite the preliminary report being extremely limited in the amount of information it actually provides. Now, the NTSB chair put out a statement on social media platform X and also said that an investigation of this magnitude takes time and referred to the AAIB's public appeal to refrain from speculation and respect the deceased. However, media outlets like the Wall Street Journal are continuously breaking so-called exclusive information that alleges that the focus of the investigation has now shifted to the senior pilot. The question then remains, are these outlets driven by an agenda to protect American companies? Before we begin our conversation today, let's take a look at what the people at the Wall Street Journal actually think about the Air India crash and also about other issues, of course, pertaining to this incident. Let's quickly take you through the details, of course, of that report that the Wall Street Journal has in fact published on this incident. This is what the headline of that report is. It says that the truth about the Air India crash. Hooray for India's investigators who broke the tradition of covering up pilot error. Let's quickly go to the next slide and tell you, of course, about the author of this report as well. So it's written by Holmond W. Jenkins Jr. He's a member of the editorial board of the Wall Street Journal. He also writes the twice weekly Business World column that appears on the paper's op-ed page on Wednesdays and Saturdays. He joined the journal in 1992 and in fact he's been a senior journalist, as you can see, of course, the awards and the other career that he's had. This is what the report says, this article says. By now, not blaming local pilots when a first world-made jet crashes is practically a hard and fast rule for many governments. However, it's saying, of course, that this is not being done so far by the investigations. It goes on to say how India's investigators will have done a poor service to the dead pilots, flying public and victim families if further investigation finds an unexpected technical glitch in the fuel switches, which reportedly are almost impossible to turn off accidentally. It also goes ahead and says all that was left out of last week's preliminary report on the June crash of an Air India 787 was left out deliberately. It makes that claim as well. Going ahead, it says no detailed timeline of relevant action and indicators was given, no verbatim cockpit transcript instead. So these are, of course, some of those key lines in this report published by the Wall Street Journal. Instead, their seeming intention was to focus a global audience on two facts. The fuel supply switches for the plane's two engines were manually turned off about 1 second apart, just seconds after the plane left the runway. So these are, of course, some of the contents of this explosive report published by the Wall Street Journal. What are its ramifications and what also can be drawn into this latest statement coming in from a top US aviation official as well, who's trying to dismiss so far media reports as very, very premature.